Hey guys, how you all doing? The Wrestling Guy back here today, joined by the chairman of the board, and today we have a very special video because we are joined by the Commissioner with his latest purchase. Oh,
how we doing, boys?
Not too bad.
Not too good.
So this I bought myself recently. I've wanted this belt for as long as I can remember. Since back in the old school WCW days, I've just always wanted this belt. And so I thought we'd do a nice reveal of it today.
Oh.
Right.
Now we haven't seen this either, so it's a surprise for us.
Straight away though, you look at the back, the workmanship on that. Yeah, especially the official, authentic replica championship title plaque on there.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Print on there, like
it's absolutely
print.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful print. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And then the reveal.
Oh my.
The big gold.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Holy, yeah.
That is amazing.
That is
beautiful. So just to
show that up.
The shine on that belt.
That is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And the weight of it as well. I mean, don't know if you want to check that out, Chairman.
Oh, look at that.
It's nice.
Oh,
yeah. You feel like a proper champion with that, don't you?
That is nice. I mean, I thought the tag ones that we
tag
got were
ones,
heavy.
Yeah, but this one.
Oh,
that
is
solid.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
I love the detail on it as well. Is absolutely fabulous. There's just some lovely details on there which we'll go through in a second.
Yeah,
and
over to the wrestling guy.
Yep, passing it around like the 24/7 title.
I know which one I'd rather win.
Yeah, definitely.
That is a thing of beauty.
Yeah,
like you say, the craftsmanship is just
Yeah, I mean, I will admit I wanted to go for the old WCW big gold.
Yeah.
But I'm a bit cheap, so I had to go for the WWE version because it saved me nearly 60 quid, I think.
Wow. That's quite a difference.
Yeah, so that was the main reason. But, you know, end of the day, big gold is big gold, and it is a beautiful belt.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the detail on the jewels, the crown, you know, all the various inlay bits around there. I mean,
even the detail on the leather is
the detail on the leather, you know. So see if we can get a close up on the camera there. And how much you guys can see if it'll focus enough for us.
But just, even just all that etching around it is fabulous.
Yeah.
So you can say in the back, I love the back.
The alligator skin style on the back.
It's a lovely colour as well. Just a beautiful colour.
Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous belt.
So what is it about big gold then that made you want it so much?
For me, I think it was the people who held it. You know, I mean, the likes of Flair, Sting, Vader, you know, and even when it went over to WWE, guys like Triple H, Shawn, even Jeff Hardy, you know, I mean, some of my favourite wrestlers named right there, you know. Yeah. And, you know, Steiner, Goldberg, Nash. Yeah. The one person I always wish had held this belt was Scott Hall.
Yeah.
You know, in my opinion, the greatest wrestler to never hold the world title.
Yeah.
And one thing I always regretted was never seeing Scott with this belt around his waist.
Yeah.
Just, you know, that walk he did as he came down the aisle. Yeah. Always wanted to see that with the big gold around his waist. Yeah. Would have been absolutely beautiful to see.
Fabulous. But I mean, it's a stunning championship, and so much history in there, so much prestige.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And regardless of which version you think of as well, it's still the big gold. The lineage is still there, you know.
I mean, I remember all the way back to when I first started watching, it was Luger and Sting, Vader. I remember the night that Ron Simmons won it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's one I watched recently, that event on the network. You know, and just seeing the reaction of the crowd when he won just absolutely blew me away.
Oh,
you know, that was one of the biggest pieces of history up until that point. You know, the first African American to win that world title.
Oh yeah, a big moment for any wrestling.
And so well deserved as well.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, Ron Simmons, he was a hell of a worker back in the day. You
Love
know,
that power slam.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it was the Dominator, wasn't it?
Yeah, power slams are beautiful.
Oh, definitely, And like you said as well, you look at people like Luger holding the title. In a lot of people's opinion, not the greatest worker, but he could go.
But it's the name. It's the name.
Yeah, it's the name attached to it. Yeah, and
all those people there.
yeah, and also it's. I've got to word this carefully. It's what it means to the fans as well.
Yeah.
You know, regardless of predetermination, you know, you will win the belt off of X wrestler tonight.
Yeah.
That's, you know, all respect to every pro wrestler in history. But just, for me personally, the big goal, just that little bit something more. You know, I mean, you know, you always hear people say, oh, you know, to hold the WWE title that's the one to hold.
Yeah.
But for me, if they held the big gold, that was their career-defining moment.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I would have said probably years ago when it was when it was the Eagle belt and things like that. I think probably when you turn around and look at those, I think that's the one I would have wanted to hold. The ones nowadays, I'm not a big fan of the current WWE belt.
No, it's just the big W on it.
It's just a big logo.
Yeah, it's just a big company logo,
on the
and
belt.
you know, you hear rumours going around with Cody bringing back old school titles.
Yeah, I'd love to do
You
that.
know, even when he was talking on Steve Austin's Broken Skull Sessions, you know, saying that he wanted to bring back the old school titles.
Yeah.
And you know, that to me is when the titles meant something. You know, I mean, they always called the IC title the workhorse belt.
Yeah.
You know, and it was, you know.
Yeah. But I think in some ways that the WCW title has the same sort of prestige to it as well. It's like it was always that case of WCW were always considered to be sort of the lower card to WWE, but that was the belt that you worked for WWE to pick you up, to notice you and say, "Hang on a minute."
If they're good enough to win that one, then maybe we want them.
So,
Definitely.
Definitely.
But yeah, it's a beautiful belt, stunning belt. But if you were to get a signature on it, who would you want to sign it?
Oh, there is a question.
Because we recently got our tag belt signed, didn't we?
We
by,
did.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic seeing that.
Yeah.
I think if I'd had it in time for when we went to For the Love of Wrestling, it would have had to have had Sting's signature put on there.
Yeah,
definitely, no question.
Absolutely.
That would have been fantastic.
Absolutely.
And to be honest, I probably would have gone for Kurt Angle as well.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, he's, you know, regardless of what company he was in, he was one of the biggest workers they had at the time.
Yeah.
You know, WWE, TNA, whatever, he was. I mean, I would have liked to have seen Kurt have a run in the old WCW.
Yeah.
You know, he started, obviously won his gold medal in '96 with a broken frickin' neck. It's true.
Yeah. In case you didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay, God, that takes me back to For the Love of Wrestling with Road Dogg.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know, I've got a podcast called Oh You Didn't Know. Yeah. God, he plugged that maybe 30 times in a 10-minute promo.
At least.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, so, you know, he turned pro in 97, 98. He could have gone into WCW then, you know. I mean, obviously ECW had their interaction with him. I wasn't quite sure how to word that one. Incident, I like that. Yeah, and as I said, you know, it would have been interesting to see somebody like Angle come in. And to be honest, I would have liked to have seen him against Regal back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, and Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
You know, when they were still young and up and coming. And even people like Goldberg, I mean, you go back and you look at some of Goldberg's old WCW matches, he did some submission stuff.
Yeah.
Angle and Goldberg would have been an interesting match. Really
Yeah.
would like to see,
I mean, you look at the match between Regal and Goldberg when Regal really went to town on him. I mean, obviously it depends on whose story you listen to and which one you believe as to how the story goes, but they had a decent match out of it. And seeing somebody like Angle doing that would have been fantastic.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So let us know down below in the comments, who's your favourite wrestler to hold the big gold belt?
And who do you think I should get to have sign it?
That's the question.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting one to see.
Definitely, yeah. So please do let us know.
Yeah.
But beautiful belt.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
You never know. Maybe one day. I'll hold it for myself.
You might get a couple of challenges, yeah?
Oh, challenge from the chairman already, I think.
Bring it on.
Well, see you in the next video.
Yeah.
Yeah. But thank you very much to the Commissioner for bringing in his big gold belt.
Absolute pleasure to make my debut on the show with this one.
Definitely. What a way to make a start.
Yeah.
So yeah, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you've enjoyed, and we shall see you in the next one.